They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Mullins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They run the counter. It's Mullins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive.
And now Watson throws another interception. A solid stiff arm.
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Mullins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, it's Mullins, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of...
Under pressure, they got him again. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Play action. It's McDonald. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Try to stop him from freaking going. Oh, be short, be short, be short.
And the Jaguars have got it on cruise
yes.
control.
Thank God.
And now, of course, all scoring plays.
I do not want to score that quickly.
Take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Now a give right side. Mullins. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one step-up play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Look at him go inside the 30. And just not quite enough gas in the tank. Down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. ETN once more. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Mullins, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
137 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got him now.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, Mullins.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they will take a knee here.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. And they take a knee. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance led by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jags, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
Your image, I don't like that.